Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center and welcome to the world of magic and miracles. It's another day to join you and to join each other in a communication that's absolutely perfect for this moment. It's been a week since I sat here, and it feels like I've traveled a million miles, 1,000 days, and that's because everything's moving so quickly. And it always connects back for me for the journey that we're all on, that journey to our destiny, to ourselves, to the fulfillment of the reality of a knowing that exists in every person. And so we travel every minute to the next part of the journey. And we deliver what we have to deliver from that place. And then we're off again to explore, to experience, to receive, to give in this beautiful dance, in this beautiful feeling of an arrival at yourself. The most difficult part, in a way, is believing the things about yourself that are so magnificent, so incredible, and yet it's so simple that everything is available to you. Anything that is real to you is real. It exists. And it's your nature. And so it's all up to you. And as we step into more remembrance, we recognize the consciousness of the past, the consciousness of the present, the consciousness of the future, all alive, all speaking, delivering the things that are perfect for you. And in random moments, we have a remembrance of something that's so grand, it doesn't seem like it could be possible. Remembering that in some time, the being that exists inside of you, the essence, the spirit, the mist, healed with a wave of the hand as the body and the spirit were one. Recognizing that you can take years away from the age of someone, that you can make time go backwards. And in the moment when those things and things like that are delivered, it doesn't seem possible. But now we just smile and say, yeah, I did that and I can do it now and I will. And more comes in, showing us what we have always done. And that's where we are now. It's flying in. And we'll raise our hands and we'll smile a knowing smile as we remember, yeah, that was me 1,000,000 years ago. That was me. And then we're off to something more, something new, something different, until another signal comes in and you're reminded of what you did, your mastery, your power, your abilities, all the beings that are constantly with us. They are becoming more and more intimate, coming closer and closer, where you can feel their breath on the back of your neck. They are coming closer so that you will know them when they appear, and you won't be overwhelmed by their presence. So those like the masters and Simeon and other entities that support us are about to walk through the door. And it's like having a pen pal from across the ocean that you've never met face to face, but you begin to have a relationship that's intimate because you know one another. And then one day they show up and you say, hey, what's up? It's great to see you. It's normal. It's not something to overwhelm us. But in their gentleness and patience, those beings whose energy is incredible are coming in slowly, but we can feel them right beside us, right in front of us, like poking their head through the mist and saying, hey, what's up? And we just smile. And that's where we are. And every journey and every awareness, or every part of every journey, is magical. It's indescribable. The feeling of going home, of being home, of knowing home, of giving home. So I read these words that I felt about that. Make a wide path for everyone to travel, a path with plenty of space for each one's amazing journey. Every person you see, every face you look upon is you, you on another part of your journey. Look upon them with love, patience, gentleness, and most importantly, kindness. Every problem that you think you have is self-inflicted. Not the fact that you hurt your back or your knee or you have a cold, but that you think those things are problems. That is what is self-inflicted. And every human has done that to themselves. So when it says, let he who is without this belief cast the first stone, realize that there is none who has been born into the human family who is able to throw that stone. Let compassion be your first reaction to everything you see. Because for many, the road to freedom is a long and arduous road filled with dusty roads, disappointments, and difficulties. But we came to make the road straight, to make the rough ways smooth, so that all humanity would find their way back home. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no records of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. There once was a kingdom far, far away, where love was the rule of the day. Nothing more, nothing less than to give your friend your best. There's much more to this story that I could tell to make the hardest hearts swell. Because this is the story when love was king. When love was king, do you remember? When love was king. When love was king, I remember, oh, when love was king. He ruled the land with his fist unfurled, with open arms for the world. Of hungry children first he'd think, to pull their lives from the brink. When love was king, he rescued souls lost in the sea. In drifting vessels, he would hear their plea. When love was king, he threw a line before they'd sink and gave the thirsty one a drink. He told the meek that they should try to use the sword to smite the lie, that being kind is for the weak. When love was king, I pray the Lord, these words we seek. When love was king, he showed respect for every man, regardless of their skin and clan. Beside him stood his mighty queen, an equal force, wise and keen. He lifted up the underneath, and all his wealth he did bequeath to those who toiled without a gain, so that they would remember his reign. So seek some place to call your own, right next to this mighty shining throne. When love was king, when love was king. The real slavery. As a man of African descent growing up in America, I was made aware of the reality and implications of slavery. Slavery for the African Americans and the Holocaust for the Jewish people were the two great tragedies that Americans were always made aware of and taught in school. Even the plight of the Native Americans, whose land was taken, and the actual place we were all living in, was a distant third in the focus of the existence of oppression and control of a segment of the world's population. These were a few of the many horrific actions taken against other humans by entities that were without any regard for the sacredness of life. Those entities are not us, and they never belonged here. Fortunately, those benevolent entities that are us have continued to support us and have removed those entities from our planet in droves. And even though there are still instances of this oppression happening today, it will never again rise to the level of those examples that I mentioned above or others of similar magnitude. This is because as the entities have been removed by the benevolent entities that support us and by us from our place in the outer reaches of the universe, the human us has become more enabled to relentlessly love. For that is the only true weapon of power that nothing can stand against. I started this conversation because as I looked in the mirror one morning after I woke up, I heard all the thoughts of the real slavery, the slavery that has no name, that doesn't get taught in schools, and that doesn't have a statue or museum in honor of its survivors. And I said, aha, there you are. I see you now in the light of day. This is the slavery of the mind. We have never truly ever been a slave, for in our spirit, we are always free. There's nothing that can hold our spirit in any cell, for it is always free to fly, even if your body is locked in a prison cell. But the enslavement of our minds was much more devious and subtle because most would never know that they were slaves, and only a few would be able to remain free and think free thoughts outside of the slave language that was given. This enslavement was hidden behind the oppression of the body, where its ability to come and go at will was controlled, and the body became the focal point of being enslaved. The mind, on the other hand, appeared to have freedom to come and go whenever and wherever it pleased. But that was the genius of the real slavery, to believe that you are free when in reality you are not. This is now being removed from the human experience, for the freeing of our minds has been coming, gaining steam with the delivery of the light, information, and energy from all who have supported our true magnificence. And very soon we will reach a crescendo of sound from a choir of 8 billion voices singing and crying as one. Bullshit. It's all been bullshit. What you made me believe about myself, what you told me I had to do to be happy, what you told me I had to do to be loved, what you told me that I had to do to be valued, respected, appreciated, have my physical needs met. Bullshit. All bullshit. We are taking back our mind. Gone will be worry, fear, proving ourselves, getting validation, pleasing people, and walking those same steps that have been passed down from hundreds of generations of minds that were not free. As Neo said in The Matrix, I'll show these people what you don't want them to see. A world without rules and controls, without borders or boundaries, a world where anything is possible. And in the same movie, Morpheus said, you have to let it all go, Neo. Fear, doubt, and disbelief. Free your mind. So today, I am reuniting the mind to the spirit, just as last week there was a reuniting of the body to the spirit, so that like the Holy Trinity of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, we have reunited the mind, the body, and the spirit back to its original design. And with this reunion, just as in the Matrix, Neo became the one, the Christ, omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent, beyond all limits, imbued with a love and a power and a desire to lead all captives free. And now our steps can be random, in sync with our spirit, free, unobstructed, uncluttered by the ways of the past, so that a new path is open, a path where all control disappears and your mind and your spirit are returned to the original connection, where we can once again fly like an eagle. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. I want to fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I want to fly like an eagle till I'm free. Oh Lord, through the revolution, feed the babies who don't have enough to eat, shoe the children with no shoes on their feet, house the people living in the street. Oh, oh, there's a solution. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. So fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle. Let my spirit carry me. I want to fly like an eagle till I'm free. Oh, oh, through the revolution. And finally, this song from all the beings everywhere that support us, from you, from me, to everyone on their journey, to let them know this. Listen, baby, ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby. If you need me, call me, no matter where you are, no matter how far. Don't worry, baby, just call my name. I'll be there in a hurry. You don't have to worry, 'cause baby, there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, baby. Remember that day I set you free? I told you you could always count on me. And from that day on, I made a vow. I'll be there when you want me, some way, somehow. 'Cause baby, there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, baby. No, darling, no wind, no rain, or winter storm can stop me, baby. If you're ever in trouble, I'll be there on the double. Just send for me. Oh, baby, my love is alive, way down in my heart. Although we are miles apart, if you need a helping hand, I'll be there on the double as fast as I can. 'Cause baby, there ain't no mountain high enough for all the beings. Ain't no valley low enough. Ain't no river wide enough to keep them from getting to you, baby. To keep them from getting to you. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is all there is. Now we celebrate this freedom, this union with the mind and the body and the spirit. And now you do anything for anyone in love. You heal. You hold. You wait. You give space. And in doing that, you produce a perfect life, perfect health, and a magic future. Thank you for listening. I am David.